wasn't supposed to come back, and now it's threatening everything in its class. The 2026 Road Runner isn't just another muscle car revival. It feels like a warning shot to everything else on the road. Because the moment you see it, you realize this isn't built to blend in. It sits lower, wider, more aggressive than expected. The stance alone tells you this machine means business. Up front, the design hits hard. Sharp LED lighting cuts through like precision blades, while the bold, unapologetic grille carries that classic muscle attitude, but reimagined for a modern era. And then there are the details. Subtle but intentional. The sculpted hood with functional vents, the wide body lines that flow from front to rear, and the way the entire shape looks like it's moving, even when it's standing still. This is where old-school muscle meets a future-focused design language. And somehow, it works perfectly. But let's be real. No one is here just for the looks. What really matters is what this thing is hiding under the hood. Because if the early expectations are anything close to reality, this could easily be one of the most exciting American performance machines in years. And once you start thinking about the kind of power this car might deliver, everything else starts to feel secondary. And when it comes to power, this is where things start to get seriously interesting. Because everything about this car suggests one thing: it's built to perform. There's strong expectation that under the hood, we could see a modern V8 setup. Something engineered not just for raw strength, but for instant response and relentless acceleration. We're talking about the kind of performance that pushes you back into your seat the second you hit the throttle. The kind that doesn't ask for attention, it demands it. And it's not just about straight-line speed anymore. What makes this new generation different is how that power is controlled. A refined suspension system, precise steering feedback, and a rear-wheel drive setup that keeps the driving experience pure, but far more predictable than old-school muscle ever was. This isn't chaos. This is controlled aggression. Step inside, and the story continues. The cabin feels focused, built around the driver. A clean digital display replaces traditional gauges, while a large infotainment screen keeps everything within reach. Premium materials, performance seats, and a flat-bottom steering wheel remind you exactly what kind of machine you're sitting in. It's modern, but it hasn't forgotten its roots. And that's what makes this car so interesting. Because it's not trying to copy the past, it's trying to evolve it. If positioned right, this could land in that sweet spot where performance meets value, going head-to-head with legends like the Mustang and Camaro. But here's the real question. If a name like Road Runner comes back with this kind of presence, this kind of performance, and this level of modern refinement, is this just a comeback? Or the beginning of a new muscle car era?